We are taking you live now to Sydney. New South Wales Premier Dominic Perrottet is speaking.
Challenges right across our regional communities. This is one. We will do everything we can to support the community to fix the situation. And we've seen through the flooding that hasn't just had impacts on our roads, it's had impacts on our river systems as well. And we'll work very closely with the community to fix the situation. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done following the flooding, and I said that at the time. This wasn't simply going to be a matter that was going to be resolved in the short term. It's a long-term challenge that lies ahead, and whether that's in relation to housing, whether that's in relation to fixing roads, fixing river systems, it's going to take time, and we have the plan to do that here in our state.
Yeah, you mentioned it's still pretty hot at the start, but we've reached the point now where people can actually cast the vote next morning. Now that we're here finally, how are you personally feeling? Are you personally excited or terrified of people voting on your record? How are you personally feeling right now as people go to the polls?
I'm feeling very positive. I'm feeling very positive because I know that it's the Liberals and the Nationals with that long-term economic plan to keep our state moving. I know that it's my team that's able to deal with the challenges of today, put downward pressure on household budgets, $250 off every energy bill for families across New South Wales, but at the same time to continue to look to the future, to set our children up for their financial security. That's my team and my team's plan to set that up well into the future. And I saw the Prime Minister yesterday make comments in relation to the New South Wales Kids Future Fund accounts. And he's absolutely wrong. And that is the Labor way. They're absolutely wrong. There is no greater investment that we can make than in our children's future. And what we see from New South Wales Labor during this election campaign is no ideas, no plan to deal with the short-term challenges that families face across our state, and no long-term plan for the future. It's only the Liberals and Nationals with that plan. We've come a long way through difficult times, but it's our government with the plan to support families today and set up our children's financial security into the future. And so for the Prime Minister to come out yesterday and say that he is against, like New South Wales Labor, setting up future fund accounts for our children shows how out of touch he is with the challenges that families facing today, and that's why we can't risk a New South Wales Labor government here in our state.
It's crunch time for you, 1 week away.
Well, it's getting out right across the state and selling the plan, that long-term economic plan to keep our state moving, to put downward pressure on household prices, our $250 energy rebate, supporting children into the future, giving every child in New South Wales access to 5 days a week, free preschool, will transform lives for the future. Only under a Liberal government. Only under a Liberal government. Every mum and dad across our state knows the importance of giving our kids the best educational opportunities. And that can only happen under the Liberals and Nationals in this state. And our plan to give every single child, an opportunity to leave school with up to $49,000 to spend on their education, to save for a deposit, to get into the housing market. That's why I'm very proud of the government I lead. I'm proud of the government I lead that can deal with the challenges of today. As I said, we're seeing reports, and I've been raising this over the course of the last few weeks. Families across New South Wales facing an increase in mortgage repayments up to $1,500 per month from last year. It's my team with the plan to put downward pressure on household budgets today, but set up our children for their long-term financial security. That is all at risk. That is all at risk under Labor in New South Wales. We cannot afford a Labor government. You and your family will be worse off under Labor in New South Wales. Last one. No, it's important that we have the best expertise possible. And we know, as I said at the start, and being out in Mindy and meeting with the community, there are challenges on road infrastructure. There are challenges in relation to the river systems that have come after these significant flooding events, and our team will continue and government agencies will work with the community to fix it. So I just want to end the press conference to say today that it's an important day and this is a very important election. And to everybody across New South Wales and families across our state today, can I say this? It is only my team, the Liberals and Nationals, with that long-term economic plan, put downward pressure on household budgets today, put downward pressure and support families today, but set up our kids for their long-term financial security. That's what good government does. That's what my economic plan does. Deals with the challenges today, but ultimately sets up our children and their children for long-term financial security into the future. Thanks very much.
New South Wales Premier there, Dominic Perrottet, on the campaign trail. 7 days to go until the state election. He was there with the member of Penrith, Stuart Ayres, and pledging to put downward financial pressure to families.